to Life After Gray Narcissist Divorce. I'm Paula, and if you like this video, please subscribe. Does the new supply get more from the narcissist? And also, how long is the new relationship likely to last? First of all, narcissists are lazy and creatures of habit. This means they have patterns of behavior that don't change. So, thinking back to your narcissist that you were with, what were the patterns they had when they were with you, and what are the patterns you know that they had prior to being with you? And in addition to these patterns that they follow, most of them get worse with age. That is the consensus. So unless your narcissist is Benjamin Button, they aren't getting any younger. So the chances are their behavior will get worse with the new supply than it was with you, because their pattern isn't likely to change or improve. So yes, the new supply or victim, because that is what they are, is getting the love bombing that you got, but the narcissist can only wear their mask for so long, and then it starts to slip and the cracks begin to show. When did you start seeing the cracks? Whatever timeline that was is most likely the timeline with the new supply. And that's when the devaluations will be starting to happen with the new supply. Maybe rages, silent treatments, passive-aggressive behaviors, or if they're a physical abuser, physical abuse. Whatever their pattern is, they are going to follow that same pattern. It will all start happening to the new supply. If for some reason you are in a position where you're seeing things about them, remember they're putting on a public front, which you most likely put on also. So that is what is happening with your ex-narcissist and their new supply. Basically, the same things that happened to you are going to happen or are already happening with the new supply. How long is this new relationship likely to last? Well, that depends. It depends on the narcissist's history of how long their relationships usually last, but then you have to also throw in the particular personality of their new supply, how passive that person is, how much they're willing to tolerate. And so in my example, my ex was married to his first wife for 18 years, his second wife for 6 years, and myself for 17 years. So the first wife and I were more alike in that we were more on the 5-factor model of personality. We probably are high in agreeableness, and his second wife was very volatile. And there were dishes flying and holes kicked in walls, and that was her doing that. So, because I believe he married a narcissist, his second wife was also a narcissist. So, but the thing is, all these relationships do end eventually. And so their new one will also end unless they die while they're in the relationship, or they become so ill and incapacitated and that person ends up becoming their caretaker or something like that. But the odds are this relationship will not last, and they will get the same poor treatment, if not worse, because they get worse over time the older they get. So what should you do? Move on with your life and try to forget about them. They ruined your life. So try to have the best life you can and put this person in the dust where they belong, in past history, so that you can have a good life. And don't worry about what they're doing with this new supply, and that this person is getting something that you didn't get, because they are not. They're probably going to get worse. So anyway, thank you for stopping by, and if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel.